Hello, I'd like to welcome everyone to really the first Mondays with Mr. Notar. Just an opportunity. I'd made an all-call a few weeks ago about doing something new this year, working with Mrs. Nesbitt and our complete multimedia students, just to put together video presentations for every Monday. I thought, a lot of times we get tired of the all-calls. I know I sent a lot out this past summer, last school year, and everybody hears the phone ring and they hear the first sentence that, good evening, this is Mr. Notar, the principal of Edgewood High School. And I know sometimes those all calls can get kind of annoying at times, and sometimes you miss important information because you either miss the call or it gets cut off through voicemail. So I thought one way to just increase communication with parents and relatives and students is just to do a weekly video, just to give parents and everybody an update of what's happening at Edgewood High School on a weekly basis. So this one will go out. The first day will be this coming Monday, and then we'll post them every Monday from that point on for the rest of the school year. And at different times we may have different people on, such as Mr. Cray for athletics, or one of our teachers if something's going on in their classroom. So I think it's just a great way just to get kids involved in the school, especially these first 7 weeks while we're online, so they have an idea of what's happening at Edgewood High School. So first, I do want to make one correction. We did our grades 9 through 11 award ceremony the other day. Mrs. Nesbitt had posted that on the Edgewood Media YouTube. And I did leave out one student, and I want to apologize for that, Hunter Casano. He did receive his first year scholarship award for receiving all A's and B's the first 3 grading periods last year. So congratulations, Hunter, and I apologize for leaving your name off. Coming this week, obviously, school is starting up. The biggest thing is Meet the Teacher, which is going to be September 8th and 9th. And the way the schedule is, I know I sent letters home to all the students and parents explaining the schedule. So on September 8th, seniors, A to L, A through L, last name, will be here from 8 till 10 in the morning. And then seniors from M to Z will be here from 10:30 to 12:30. We'll take a little break for lunch, and then in the afternoon on September 8th, juniors, A through L, will be here from 1:30 to 3:30. And then juniors M through Z will be here from 4 to 6. On September 9th, we're just going to go to the next 2 grade levels. Our sophomores A through L will be here from 8 to 10. Sophomores M through Z, 10:30 to 12:30. Again, we'll take a break for lunch. Freshmen will come back in the afternoon, A through L from 1:30 to 3:30. And then freshmen M through Z from 4 to 6. So a lot of people were asking how Meet the Teacher is working. Basically, it's an opportunity for your child to come into school to meet their classroom teachers. It's important that they show up on time. We're going to be rotating throughout those 2 hours. So your child will be able to spend about 12 minutes in each of their classroom's teachers. I'll be on the PA system announcing when they can switch to their next class. So to give an example, seniors A through L, they'll start right at 8 o'clock, and from 8 to 8:12, they'll be in their first period class. So when students do enter the building on their specific time, just have them report to their first period class. We'll have administrators and other teachers in the hallways just help get students where they need to be, especially our incoming freshmen may not know the building. And again, this will be an opportunity for those students to meet with each one of their classroom teachers, learn a little bit about how their online curriculum is going to be set up for at least the first grading period of the school year, actually get to put a face with a name with the teacher, and the teacher can do that as well, get to know their students by face as well. Just a reminder to bring your Chromebooks that day, because a lot of your teachers will have codes for you for their Google Classroom and other forms of communication, so please make sure you bring the Chromebooks with you that day. Those students, we did have a number of schedule changes between the beginning of August till now, and so our school counseling office in the outer cafeteria will be available. So if you do come about 10-15 minutes early before your first period class that you're going to start in, new schedules are there for you to pick up if you want to pick up a new schedule. It's not mandatory, but it is there for you to pick it up if you'd like. Just a reminder to wear masks once you enter the school. Masks will have to be worn the entire 2 hours that you're here and rotating through your classrooms in the hallways. Also, we're asking parents not to attend the Meet the Teacher night, just to reduce the number of people in the building at one time. So some of our students do drive. They can park in the student parking lot and enter the building as normal. We can also utilize the front loop to park some cars and enter. So we do encourage, students that don't drive and their parents have to bring them. If you can drop them off and you can come back in a couple hours, or if you want to wait out in the parking lot, you could do so. If you do have questions, just send me an email, and then we can make sure that we answer those questions if you have any back-to-school questions. Again, it's just a safety issue, and we're just trying to reduce the amount of adults or people in the building during those time blocks. There will be on that day, a minor adjustment as far as location of things. Our band students will not meet in the band room. They're actually going to meet in the auditorium for Meet the Teacher. Our choir students will meet in the band room because it's a larger room. And then any student that has study hall on their schedule, you'll just report to the gymnasium during that scheduled 12-minute block. We'll have the bleachers pulled out and the teacher in there. And then during your study hall time, the teachers know if you have any Chromebook issues, they'll allow you to go down and see Ms. Fisher in the library to get that addressed before you start your online learning. Again, as far as forms of communication, really it's very important because being strictly online the first 7 weeks of school, communication is such a key. We've had a meeting with our teachers, and the teachers are going to be emailing the students on a regular basis in regards to their classroom and so forth. So please make sure your child always checks their email a couple times throughout the day. I'll communicate with students through email. And then as far as general communication, we do have our school app, which if you have an iPhone or an Android, you can download it for free. You just type in Edgewood High School, look for our logo, and download that. It does have a lot of information. I do post things on there for students and parents to see and read. And then lastly, just our weekly Mondays with Mr. Notar videos that we'll have posted just to kind of keep you updated. The big date obviously is Thursday, September 10th. We'll begin our online curriculum and instruction for at least, like I said, the first 7 weeks or the first grading period. The most important thing that I stress to the students and the parents is the schedule that was sent home that your teachers will go over in addition on Meet the Teacher night. It's important that as students you log on to your classroom at the time that is on the schedule. We're going to do odd periods Monday and Wednesday and even periods Tuesday and Thursday, and we put them in 90-minute blocks. So it is important that you log on to your class at that specific time. You'll log into your teacher's Google Classroom, and they'll have a wide range of activities and things for you to do. A lot more interactive this year than it was in March. And again, that was not our teachers. I understand it was hard for them and hard for our students, but we were put online in a matter of a couple days and did the best we could at that time. Our teachers have went through a lot of professional development, and the online learning will be much more interactive and collaborative between the students and the teachers, at least these first 7 weeks that were online. But it is important that you log on during that time to get your lesson. All our teachers will do a classroom Zoom every day for every class. One, it's a way of checking attendance because our students, even though they're online the first 7 weeks, they are still mandated by the state for attendance, and so that is the way our teachers are going to monitor attendance, is by who attends, which students are on during their classroom Zoom. So your child will have a classroom Zoom for a certain amount of time every day, every period during that 90-minute block of each class. And then there will be other activities on top of that. So please make sure that you are on that in order to participate in the lesson and also get checked as far as your attendance as well. One thing that obviously I'll probably update, or I'll give a more recent update the following Monday on our Mondays with Mr. Notar. Due to the COVID situation and gatherings of large people in one area, the CDC, our local health department, is not recommending formal dances, for schools that have already started, and also no meetings of students in large groups, like having a grade 9 meeting with all the students, or any pep assemblies or guest speakers or so forth. So due to that, obviously our homecoming dance will not take place this fall. We're hoping that we can move it to the springtime and do a combination of a homecoming prom dance. Again, it's different times, and we just have to make adjustments with what we're doing. But we still plan on having our homecoming nominations for homecoming court, and then also voting on a homecoming king and queen, and we'll go through our normal ceremony that we've always done at the past at football games. And so I think it's Monday, September 14th. I'll be notifying our seniors, and we're going to put the nominations out there for our seniors to nominate our homecoming court for this school year. So our seniors in particular, look for that. I'll be sending a Google form probably out on Monday, September 14th, and I'll give you an update on that, so you can log on and the Google form and vote for homecoming court, and we'll go through the normal voting process. And again, I hope this is a great opportunity for you just to kind of be up to speed on what's happening at the high school, but most importantly this week, Meet the Teacher, September 8th and 9th. We begin our online classes on Thursday, September 10th, and then our students, on Friday, September 11th, they don't have any classes on Fridays, but that's opportunities for the students to get caught up on homework, any projects. If they need to see their teacher for extra help or support or tutoring, they can email their teachers, and they can either do that via Zoom or face-to-face as well. So we're looking forward to a great start of the school year. It's not ideal, obviously. We want the kids back in the building as soon as possible, and we're hoping after this first grading period, these first 7 weeks, we can at least start to have some form of face-to-face instruction at Edgewood High School. So again, I hope you enjoy the monthly or the meetings or the videos every Monday. And look for those at your own convenience. They'll be on our high school webpage under a tab entitled Mondays with Mr. Notar, and they'll be dated, so that way you can go back and review some things as well. That's all I have for today, so I hope everyone has a great week. Thank you.